Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. So, once again I had unexpected time. I had a visit and they had to go a little earlier. Maybe it's because of my guitar playing, but who knows. but yeah, and I thought, yeah, it's 8:30 p.m. and as usual, nothing to watch on TV, so why not record a tutorial? And I got today in the morning, I got an interesting question, and I think we could do this. I didn't try it, but I think we can tackle it. Here from Flavio Carvalho, I hope I pronounce it correct. Brazilian graphic designer, and he does these funny things here. And yeah, and I think we can recreate something like this. I have not really an idea how I did it, but I know how I try it. There are some ways. You see, this is always one spline. You see it here, it begins here, and this is just always one spline. Here, where it goes it floats a little bit. I think he did it with particles, with the emitter. Not thinking particles, the cinema particles should be okay for this. Or you go with the y-axis of this spline slowly up, and this should work too somehow. And yeah, and he does. Or these things here, like this 2D thing, so this does not float or something else, so this is quite easy to do. And you see again, this is just one spline. And yeah, let's try it. Why not? Let's see, and yeah, let's watch this now. I think I will do something like this. Yeah, this looks very like emitter here. And let's try something like this. Yeah, and this disappearing at the end, you see how that the sweep NURBS here disappears at the end. Let's do something like this. I think this is a nice idea. Okay. Let's start with a spline. Let's start with a very simple spline with a circle and test it. It's not really hard to do, I think. The only thing is, you see, of course, this rail here must be cannot move with the cube. Yeah, just in the z-axis in this case. And for this we could use Espresso, or I think we can do it without Espresso too. Let's make a spline. Circle spline. Lay it down, and we have a spline. Now I want something what moves around the spline, and for this I make a simple null object, give the null object an align to spline tag, and throw in my circle spline. So now I have here my null. Let's make the null a little bigger so that we can see it. Here, so now we have here our null, and here we can now work with the position. And of course, this position we can animate. So let's make it a little longer. So let's start with, let's say 200, or 200 frames for the moment should be okay. Here, double click on this scroll bar here. And yeah, position on frame 0, position 0, so just record it. Then I go to 200 and say position 100 please. Save it again and press play. We have our animation. But you see, it starts slow and it ends slow. This is not what I want. If you want it, you can of course let it like this is. Yeah, maybe it's not bad. Let it like this. Maybe it's. We will see it later. We can change this every time. But normally I want to make everything linear, but this looks not so bad. But of course now I want that it looks like we would draw this spline here, and not that the spline is here, and this is not what we want. So let's hide our spline here, and let's draw the spline now. This we can do with the tracer object. So I select my null here, and say this is I don't know, the base null or something else. I have no idea. Okay, and select it, and now I go to MoGraph tracer, and because I selected before the base null, you see in the tracer I have already my base null. If I don't have it in this window, just drag it in and that's okay. Trace path is okay. We want to trace this path what the null object writes. Well, just hit play. Whoop, and you see our spline is drawn. Okay, perfect. We are already far. And now we need this tip or something else what draws this spline. For this I make a simple thing so you can make it then, but I don't start to model here what nicely. I try to make it almost without subdivision surface and everything. We try to make it as clean as possible, and so we have a nice and fast and good animation. T for scale. Whoops. Let's say so about, let's go here to 10 and 50, and I want on the tip a little opening, something like that it looks like it was open. And now I want to have this tip here from the cone on this point of the null, so directly in the null. So what I do is I bring my cone under the null, and because it's under the null I can say reset PSR, and the center of this object will be in the center of the null object. I don't want the center, but we know the cone has a height of 50, nothing easier than that, so go in the y-axis -25, and we are on the tip. And now it should look like the cone draws our line. Yay! Perfect. So far. We don't need here so many height segments. We need no height segments, to be honest. No, not 118. 18 is enough. Not 118, because we see it maybe from here or something else, so it don't have to be so high. Next, let's make a little cube under this thing. And what I want to do, I don't want like he did with one rail here. I want two rails because I think this would rotate to the side. So if it is just one rail, but I don't know. Maybe there is another. But okay, this is fantasy. But it looks great, so I really like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. So okay, let's make a cube under the cone, and so I can make again reset PSR, and exactly the center of the cube is in the center of the cone. Bring it out, and now I don't do it directly under the cone, so just under the cone, and not that the cone is a parent of the cube. So T for scale again, and scale it down, something like that. Let's say here 50. You see, I select here these three letters, so when I want everywhere the same value, so now I can go here and say 50, and Control Enter makes it for everything then. So I don't have to put in everything there. You know what I mean. So I bring this down a little bit, so somewhere, let's say something like here. Okay, and then I want to bring here through a rail. And I said I want 2 rails. So now let's make the cube. So here in the z-axis, I'm making 80. Yeah, and then so nice 2 rails. So I make here a cylinder. So 7. Okay. Then here 18 again. To the plus x 500 size, so this should work. Make another one of it, so I bring it down, make another copy of it, so control drag it down and you have a copy. And bring it to 30 centimeter. I hold my shift key, so you see I have increments of 5 here. The default value is 10, but I have it on 5. And say you are just one object. So I select both and then connect object and delete. You can right click on it, or I have it here, connect object and delete. Say these are the rails. Okay, the X is in the center of these two. This is exactly what I want. So I can go to the cube, say reset PSR. So I know I am exactly here in the middle. But now I bring it out because I don't want that the rails move with the cone and the cube. So then you know what that is. So, and here on the X, I want to go back to 0. So that's it. But you know, when I bring the rail under the base now, so we get this, and I don't want the rails to move with this. I want the rails to move with the cube, but just in the Z-axis, the Z-axis, not elsewhere. Good. Nice. So let's make this that it moves in the Z-axis. As I said, we could make it with Expressor. This wouldn't be a hard thing. I would say in Expressor, wherever the cube set value, the cube set value to the rail Z value. So, but we can do it without Expressor, I think, and we can do it with a wonderful constraint tag you find under the character tags constraint. So. Here, don't use parent, because parent would be the same like the base null. So when I have it here, the base null would be the parent, and it's we have the same. So let's go to PSR, position, scale, rotation. Boing. And I want just the Z-axis position, nothing else. So whoop, 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 whoop. And the target should be, let's say, the cube here. Boing. And now, when I'm right, the rail should go just in the Z-axis here, and the cube should work normal. And it does exactly what I want. So we don't need any express, so we need nothing. Yeah, that's more than less the rig. So good. This is now for the easy 2D spline. You can now drag every spline you want in this things. Let's make another spline. Let's make a 2D helix spline. So bring it, lay it down to the floor. No height because it's a 2D, so 0. And go here to 10. Whoops. Make it twice here. Do so. And let's see. Whoop. Instead of this circle here, drag in the helix. Hide it, and so now it should draw our helix here. Boop. And this works perfect. I like it. And if you make some complicated 2D spline things, so that you can make nice things. You have seen on the Instagram page of this artist. Okay, but now let's make it complicated. We want that the helix starts to float, and I want that the helix starts to float, and when it's on the outside here, that it begins to be smaller again. But this we can't do with the helix. Because the helix, you can't go just in one direction. So here and it ends. And you can't say go up to here and down to here. Yeah, I can do it, but not. Maybe no, I can't do it. No, that's not possible. But it would be possible if we draw the helix in another way. If we make a straight spline here, let this spline rotate on this point, so it rotates around here. And let's move this null along the spline. So this is going to so it should make something like a helix spline. And so we can let emit this whole thing. So I want to show what I mean. So the trace is okay here. Let's make an emitter first. So simulate the particles emitter. Emitter should be where the baseline is. So bring it in, reset PSR, rotate it in the correct direction so that it spits it up out here, and make the emitter. It does not need to have any size. Bye bye. Okay, and that means let's deactivate the tracer. Normally it should, that the speed is too high, let's say 15. 10 should be okay. We have 200 frames, so let's emit 200 frames. And the rest should be okay. Let's see what we get. We get particles. And now we can trace the particles. So go to our tracer, activate it, sorry, take out the base null and bring in the emitter. But now I don't want to trace passes. So maybe that looks not bad, but it would go up here with passes, you see. So, not bad. I want to trace, connect elements or connect all elements. You can try it, what works better. And like this. Okay. Okay, this kind of works. Just forget this for the moment. This is no problem here. The big things, so you can go to the tracer and just say, go from linear to Bezier and uniform and get something. It looks like good. You take some more, 15 maybe. Looks better. Yeah, but we have to be careful because sometimes you get too many particles and then you get things like this here. Yeah? And that's not what we want. Speed down a little bit. Back to 10. But this is not the way I want it, so it don't work a lot. You see, okay, it works a little better. But I can't go back. I cannot make it smaller than with the helix. So now I test my idea. My idea is make a straight spline, and this is the easiest way. Is could make it with an helix, but with the Mo spline. The Mo spline is exactly what I want. Straight spline. Maybe not so long. So let's go to 150. And I, of course, need no 100 steps. Let's say need 10 steps, maybe. Okay, not 15, 150 I said. So, okay, and I want this, the tip, the start of this spline on the tip here, of course. So under the base null, reset PSR, and bring it out again. Good, so far. Now I wanna rotate this Or I could rotate it with here in the angle, whipty. But I make it with a coordinate system. And say on frame 0, you are here on 0. Then I go to frame 200 and say now you're on 720 or even 1440 and record it. Good. Go back here. Boing. Let's see what you get. Okay, it's but what we need now is we need here in the align the spline, we need this spline here. So, whoops. And now this null object goes from here up to here. And here I can do one thing. I can go, let go it up to here and then not go back. And this is what I want. So let's make it forth and back. Position 0, I'm on 0, that's okay. Now I go to position 100 and go here to position 100, record it. Then I go to position 200 and go back to position 0. Boing. So now I get something like a helix, and this will be smaller too. And this is exactly what I want. And now let's see that we get a nice shape here. So we are, I think we are something like here. So what could we do? We could make this slower. Let's make more frames. Let's say 500 frames. Double click on this. Now you can make it like this, but if you want to be fast, so you can just double click on this. Okay, because I mostly see that people just dragging it and grabbing this small error. Okay. So we are in 500. Okay. Then I want here 0. 0 is okay, and I go to. I delete this here. You delete the whole record with Control Shift and click on the point here. So you delete the whole track here. So and I start from the beginning. Okay. Then I go to frame 200 and go to position 100. Go to frame 400, and then I have a little time for fading out and something else. And go here back to 0. Good, that's okay for now. And I make this is now a little slower. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. Okay. It definitely works, but I forgot to extend the rotation too. So here. I can go here to right click and say animation, and I want to show the track. Okay, rotation H, and here I go to 400. And maybe when I want to make it smaller, I can here make it twice. So narrower, not smaller. So that is okay. Let's see how it looks. The next thing I forgot. Emitter, we have said stop emission at 200. Of course not. Stop emission at 400. Okay. And it gets smaller. Nice. Now we have a little thing. So let's try here now again more particles. Oh, that's too much, too many. Maybe, but I wanna do this one. Make it even more. Let's see what then happens. Because if it looks bad this time, you can imagine how bad it looks when we make it in a sweep knobs. Now we have problems here, and I'm sure this would work much better with X particles, but doesn't matter. We do it here like this. This will be too much. Yeah, this is the birth rate, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm sure it looks better when we put the data in a subdivision surface. As I said, I want to use no subdivision surface instead, except the sweep later on. Okay, it looks everything nice so far. With the emitter we can play later. Let's make the rig now. So let's hide the mouse spline here. And hide everything we don't want to see. Here in the null I make... I don't want to see the null, so... Okay, the emitter is in the right position. This works, everything. Now let's make here some cosmetic. So I wanna have here bevels around and here bevel, and because I don't want to use any subdivision surface or everything, I can easily use a bool object and everything and round it out with normal bevel. So we have here these two rails. I copy these two rails for the bool. But I want these two rails a little bigger. Okay, this is a small problem. It would be a problem if we wouldn't be clever. But if you want to make this for this rail, we want to make the diameter a little bigger. So yeah, there are some ways I can use it here. Also I can use loop selection here and there, make it a little bigger on the size here and make it the same here on this side. But what I wanna do is UL, so I take this guys and this guys and try to make it to scale it up a little bit. If I make it now, so T for scale, and scale, you see, that wouldn't work very well. And what I want to just drag it in two directions. So I can use this red thing. You see, this two axes which becomes white, they will work. So I go to this. See, yeah, I have the problem that it drags out. So that doesn't work. But go to the modeling axis and go to normals. And along normals, let's see. That's a little weird. But let's see what it does now. No, okay, back. Long normals. And this works, but I see what a problem here. We are not optimized. So go back, select nothing, and optimize. Right click optimize, or I have it in my toolbar again. Optimize it. And now again go to UL, T for scale, and now this works. Well, just a little bit, not much. That's it. You see it if I hide this, guys. We have it just a little bigger. Okay. They don't look really round here. Don't know why. Let's go back and see why. Yeah. Let's go to the axis tool. Set the axis here, everywhere to 0. Go out of the axis tool and now. That's strange. But I wanna know why it's strange now. No, I think the easiest way would be my first idea, but I want it now like this. Back, doesn't matter. This is not really round, so nope. You know what? I'll take my first idea. Wing UL. Come on, who is UL? Here is UL. I think the same on the other side. UL. I have now here a size 14, so this is the give it here 15, enter. Something is wrong here. Go back. 15. Something is very wrong here. I don't know why, but it's on the axis. It is because of the axis. I think, at least. Let's see. Where is the axis now? Did I hide it? No. Here it is. Yeah, it's not straight. You see, that's weird. That's really weird. 15. No. Come on. Oh. Here I don't need the constraint tag, of course. But I don't think that this is the problem. So. Back here. So. 15. It's different, but not what I want. It would be totally. You don't see this later, but I wanna know why. Now, what's happen when I make it? Yeah. Let's see here, 15. Okay, that works. Oh, okay. 15. Good. 15. I think it's a little too small, but what else? 15. So, okay. The funny thing is I won't see this, so it doesn't matter. I bring it under the cube here, and I take the cube and alt click on a bool object and bring the rail inside. Let's see. Bring back our old radius and we have our holes. But this is the funny thing, we won't see it, we will play it, but we don't have now the bevel. And I don't want to have bevel everywhere, because when I put now the bool object, Alt G in null, And under the select the null and shift click on the barrel deformer. I have everywhere, and even here where I want it, but I want it just on the intersections of the barrel. So for this, there is the option, not in the barrel, in the bool, select intersections. And in the bool, the intersection has the letter, it's a big I. In the selection I give a big caps I. And now you see, I don't have it here, but I just have it on the intersection. This is exactly what I want. 1, 2, 3. And we have here a nice bool, a barrel, but I wanted the cone too. So, what we do now is, we put the rails here under a connect object, or I don't know, maybe a null works too. Let's see. Until now it works, and I make a copy of this cone, and now then it should make the same here. Control, drag it down, and in the null, yeah, and you have the same here. This is the fun if you don't need any subdivision surfaces, so you can wonderful model like this. This is really fun. And this all should still work. So the cube, I want the cube a little fillet. So look at this, how nice this is. And this whole rig should still work. Everything works fine. Okay, put onto the tracer, and I don't want the Bezier here. I'm going to go to linear 0. Because I don't need the Bezier when I put it later on in a subdivision surface. Here you see, this is the emitter. Let's hide the emitter. Yeah, this seems to be the emitter. Let's start from the beginning. That looks much better. Okay. I should save. Not a bad idea. How can we trace like crazy or something else? Trace. Okay. Now let's see what we can do with the tracer. Let's make a inside, because we use for this only, we use subdivision surface, so 7 or 8 or whatever, 8, why not bring it over the tracer, inside, alt click on sweep is here, alt click, bring the tracer under the profile spline and hope that it does something. Okay, it does definitely something. Looks not bad, because when we put this everything in a subdivision surface, we get a nice round looking thing. But maybe it looks better if we bring the in scale a little smaller, like that. The only thing you have is the problem with the emitter. The emitter is everything about 1 frame behind, and I'm sure we can tackle this somehow, but we don't see it in the animation, I think. So this problem you don't have with the normal spline. With the 2D spline you have no problems. You are exactly on the tip, so that is not. But you see here, when we do it with this, on the start everything looks fine, but now it starts to I'm sure in the rendered version then it looks a little better, but maybe if we cache the emitter, can we cache the emitter? No, it doesn't look like it won't be cached. No, this is. But it's, as I said, we won't see this. We can go with the scale totally to 0, so that then it looks like it fades. Yeah, that looks maybe even better. So you can imagine that maybe it's like a hair, and what would this between? I think we can. It looks great. This I like. And from far, so that we see the whole animation, this will be, I think, like this, maybe. I'm sure there is a way, but here it's nothing. Normally, what makes really what is important is normally the how you where you put your object. So the what is it? The order. Yeah, but in this case, I don't think so, because what should be here? Can try to bring this down last. Maybe. Don't think that it makes a difference. No. And the mouse blind down too. So. But it is because of the emitter. When I go with the emitter birth rate up, this should be better. But then we will get some problems with the sweep knobs. Let's see. Oh, it's better. Okay, now it's better. And this we can with this I can live. Okay, and then now we can make this disappearing. The disappearing comes with the sweep. So we emit with that, we emit until 400, and then we can go with the start growth to 0. Let's see, we can check this. Check it out. Yes, and so I want to disappear like this then. Okay, so we can go to 400, no 400, let's say to 450, or not 425, and it stops, it goes up. Let's say 425. Start growth, yep, and 470, no, 75 in my case, 200. Now let's see what we get. Okay, so far, nice. And then so it goes up, and this and start from the beginning. Yes, so we have our loop. Yep, this is what I like. Really like it, nice. Okay, save it. And now let's model the rest here, what we need. Start with a big base cube here, so something like that, something like that, something like that. So let's see, 600 by 30 by 600. Of course, a little down here, small over the cube here. Right. So, okay. And now models to two rails here. So. Oops. Yeah, yet I don't have to say much here. I think you will see what I do, and it's not the the profile, the perfect modeling, but when we, as I said, when we don't need subdivision surface and something else, we can play a little bit. So I make my cube editable. So I have to edit optimize, but you can press C and optimize and do whatever you want. So, and now let's start to cut a little bit or something else. So UB for a ring selection, and I select all my things here. Then I hit M twice, or no, I don't need a ring selection. I do it with a normal selection. So this should, I want just these two. Okay, go to this over here. Then MM, this is twice, M twice cuts these edges in half. MM, you see, now we have here. This is what I want. So MS for bevel, and I bevel this guy to somewhere like here, exactly in the middle, so that I stop here around. I just do it by eye, so eyeballing it. Then again 1, 2. No, make just first I use this here, so without the downs here, and make again MM. MM wouldn't work here, I think, or it works perfect. It looks perfect. So here again MS for bevel. So something like that. Okay, it looks nice. The next thing is, so live selection, and be sure you don't have you have only select visible elements. That is checked. So another MS for bevel. Nice. Love it. So let's say 18 is enough. Let's say 18 is a nice. Why not? Then go into polygon mode and take, oops, why it goes back. Okay, MS again, 18. Okay, now it should work. Huh? Yep. Here and here. Okay. And I for in extrude. I'm gonna extrude it a little bit, so something like that. Then I make another in extrude. This is that I can bevel later on nicely. D for extrude. Make a smaller one, a bigger one, or 3. It's really on you. This is, and again for in extrude, something like this. That is really not very important. So I forgot something. I want here round things, not so. So go back. Okay. And I wanna change my polygon selection to a point selection. So I control click on point. You see now I have just the points selected. Here MS for bevel. Let's see. First I go to limit. Yeah, of course here the 18 is far too much. Oopsie. And I want at least 3 subdivisions. Limit is checked, so I can go up here. And because limit is checked, we don't go here over this point. And so, good work, nice. Maybe give it 5 subdivisions. So we have a little rounder. Okay, we should have this everywhere. And you see, this wouldn't be an impossible mesh if you want to work with subdivision surface. But here we can play. And now I make it even more crazy. Go to my point mode. Select all the points I don't need here. So this one I need. This is the only one I need. If this gizmo here is in your way, hit Alt D so you can hide this. And I forget it often then that I have hidden it and then search it, so don't forget it if you hide it. So I don't need these points. And with dissolve or MN in R18 and 19, right click dissolve is somewhere, and MN is the shortcut. You see? Okay, we get a nice clean mesh with thousands of n-gons, but doesn't matter here. This is the modeling you don't have to think a lot. Amen. Oops, this was too much. This 1 point was it now? And MN now? Now it works. This is always the same. If you say, this is so easy, and then then you make the mistakes. MN. MN, now it doesn't work, so that I forgot something, or oh, I pressed the wrong keys. That's it. Or no, did I forget something here? Selected. Everything is selected. And dissolve. Let's see. Whoop. Maybe I forgot another thing here, but I bring this away. There is no question about it. Okay. Okay. Delete is not a good idea. Why does this not dissolve? That's crazy. Should do it. Let's try it with the edge mode. Here. Okay. Does not work too. It should work. This is an interesting thing. It should work. Everywhere it works, but not here. Come on. Don't do this with me. Deselect everything and optimize it. Maybe then it works. Boing. So. Point mode. Whoops. Whoops. So, no. You know what? Doesn't matter for me. I try it. It's now here. So, if it works here, then it's interesting. So. Amen. Okay. Prepared for a long evening. Until we can dissolve this. Amen. And if I can not dissolve this, so I go back with Control C and don't make this, it's not necessary, but it looks just cleaner. And sometimes I get an ugly shading if you have this kind of geometry. Yes, it is the same here, the last one doesn't work. Well, so let's go back until I have it everywhere again. So control Z like a king. Yeah. So yep, so then make it a little different. Take this one and this one. Again, inner extrude I. So like we did it before. Aha, here is a small mistake. What is here? What is here? I think here we have a small issue. Are these 2 points? So let's see. Shift V, HUD, and selected points. No, this is just one. But like the edge polygons, so let's that we see everything. Selected points is here one. Let's go to only select these elements. No, so 2 points. So we have 2 points here, not 1 point. And now let's optimize this. Just these 2 points, you see. And now optimize and let's see if it does something. And now we have 1 point. I think this is our problem. Do we have the same here? 2 points. And this should be just 1 point. You see, there is no point selected so elsewhere, but this is just 2 points. Optimize. And I think now we could do this. Let's see. It's just to do now, just to show if it now works. If it was this was the problem. I think so. Come on. This was the bad guy here. Amen. And now, because of here we had 2 points, now it should work here. On the other side we don't have this, it seems. Let's see. MN. Okay, and now let's see if we have here the same problem. I select this. And these are 2 points too, but I make this to 1. So dissolve. Not dissolve. Come on, optimize. Optimize 1 point. Okay, and the same I do here. 1 point. So optimize it here. Okay, 1 point. And now don't forget to go back to the only visible elements here. And so now let's see if it works now. If not, I promise it was the last try. And okay, MN works. And now it's MN. No, this was not the problem. Anyway, okay. We tried it. We failed. So, okay. Now let's go here. But it was good that we have seen this one with the 1 point, but it's not on the other side. That's strange. I for inner extrude. You have the same problem here. So, but now we know what's wrong here. So let's go here and make this here too. So 2 points to 1, and the same here on this side. 2 points to 1. On the other side, it should be correct now. Let's see. To be sure, yes, 1 point. 1 point. Okay. So again, back here, and now once again, I for inner extrude. Yeah, now it works nice. D for extrude. And make another one, and another one, and another eye. So, okay. UL in edge mode. This one and this one. On the other side it should be the same here. Yep. This one and this one. MS for bevel. We have 5 subdivisions, too much, but you see, so now we can bevel this nice. That was the reason I did this a little bit, and then so 3 is enough here. And we should have a nice clean mesh here. Yeah, see, it looks great. And that's the nice, that's the fun when you work without subdivision surface, so then you can do a lot. What's wrong here? Here we missed something. Why? Why? How this can't be, because the cube is not. This can only be the bevel here. What makes problems? That's crazy, because to have another bevel somewhere, because this cube is not this cube is not edited, so there should be nothing. This should be impossible. That's strange. Let's go to the pool and create simple operators. Everything is on. Hide new edge is not good. No, but we had it already and it was nice. Come on. That is really strange now. Aha, here it had a problem with. Okay, now it works again. Save. Okay. Next thing, let's make some holders for the rails here, and we are done more than less. So now I want another slide here again, but let's make this now. So cube. Let's say this is the base. 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 This cube, and So see here a cube. I said this point and this point. I mean So and again then I select all the new edges, oops, and be careful that your only visible elements is on. And here I hit MF for edge cut. You see MF, so edge cut tool, and I want 2 subdivisions here, and I want no hang-ons, and that should be it. And apply, boing. So now I get here nice thing. What is exactly what I want. Again, this one. Okay, and select this one. And first I wanna make it a little broader. Don't know. So I want to scale this a little bit. So scale. You see I have no axis, so Alt D. Boing. make this little 150 should be okay. 150%. Yeah, this looks nice. Same I do here. 150%. Okay. And now control click on the point mode, so I have only selected these points. And here I can, well, I don't know, that's, should I bevel here or not? Or make first an inner extrude? Let's test it. MS for bevel. Looks great. But I don't think if this is so. Yeah, why not? I think this I can dissolve later, I think. This I can dissolve. I try it. Simply try it. We do the same, okay. Yeah, and have it here. No, okay. Try it just on one side first. When I go now in point mode, live selection, and select the points I don't need. So MN. I think here it will work. I have a good feeling, MN. Okay, on one side it worked before too. But hello points. It was just the last one, the last edge before. So. Nice. MN. And now I think my mistake was that in the first bevel I beveled here this everything together, and that was, I think, a mistake. MN. Now it works. You see, this was a mistake before that. So I just beveled everything here to one point, and if I would have here a point and here a point and in the middle no point, like it's here, then it would have worked. But it doesn't matter. Here the same now with the points. I'll make it easier. So, and control drag it so I have all points selected. MS, I have the same values like before, so I should be cool when I say new transformation. Yep. And again, select the points I don't need. This is really modeling what makes fun. You don't have to think a lot, and even of course we make mistakes too. You see, but it's nice. This is kind of relaxing. Here I made a mistake. Let's see. What is this? Back. Yeah. This is this one point here. MN. I see it's easier and tag mistake. Okay. MN. So yeah, nice. To the other side. Oopsie. Looking forward what splines you will use to print out. It's like a 3D printer. Dry-day printer. So. Okay, and tack. Here it works perfect. U and U is W, and yeah, I for in extrude a little bit, then again trick is D for extrude, little bit, even more, so I don't deep thing, and another little bit, and another I for inner extrude, so I can go to the apply here, then I have the same like here, and UL in edge mode, boing boing, same on the other side. Boing boing, MS for bevel, and wonderful. Don't forget to save. And you have seen it with the Control C what I use. That is the reason why I have here in the memory undo test 1000. So, you can be sure you can go back, oh, half a year maybe. So, okay. Yeah, that's it with the 2 cubes here, and we can work. So let's make a cube. And I bring it over the thing here, so as I said, I make it just by eyeballing it, because I don't need a lot to do. So I want to have it here. Bevel starts, okay. That should be inside here now nicely. Yep. And it looks great. But I don't want it like this. I want it, of course, not so high. Walk. Go down and in the side of this cube here, so something like that, maybe. Then I make this guy. I think, should I make it editable? Yes, because I want it here on the fronts. I want it very round, and here just a little bit. So I make this cube editable. Okay, and so I can take with 0 you can get this rectangle selection, and the rectangle selection is by default with visible elements. So and this is exactly what I want, because I want to go up here a little bit. Not so back here. What was this jetzt now? What was this now? So, that is nice. What's that? I just wanna go. Ah, I know. Maybe here in the modeling axis I have normals and not axis. That's the reason. So if you use something like here, you have to, again, there's this problem here. But now we know what it is. If you use here the modeling axis in normal mode, don't forget to set it back to default, because you see what's happened. Then here it's an easy thing, because but if you don't know it or you forgot it, boom, not funny. No, I don't want it so far. I want it only until here. Not so. This I want. Okay. Now is this? This is to. I want this T for scale, and scale it something like a little bigger. Far are we here? So 100 here. Okay. Here the 60. Now we have nice 15.5. So let's see. Fits perfect. Good. Then save. Ah, here we don't have this problem. Just in the front view we have this problem. How does the other side look? That's great. Come on, Bull, what's wrong with you? Okay. Save it. And I wanna build here too. So can I build this everything together somehow? rails. It should work when I bring the cube in an alt object, in a null object. The pool will think, hey, come on, not now, don't want anymore. But now, under this cube, what's with when I put this new cube under it? Dong. It kind of works. So there's some problem is. This has nothing to do with the bevel. It's definitely a bool problem. No. That should work. You see, here it works, here it doesn't work, so it's definitely a problem. I wanna save this, and I'm back in a second. I will restart my cinema. Maybe it works later then. So pause this. Okay, this is nothing. So I restarted now cinema, but it did not help. So I go to the tutorial and things here. So. Maybe it works better when I use a connect instead of. Let's try it. I go to the null, shift click on connect here, so I have to put this 2 in the connect object and delete the null. You see the connect object works much better. And the null I can delete, so for this you can have this delete without children. So you can just delete the first one. You have it with right click, you have the same, but I have it here. Delete without children. And now everything looks much better and exactly like it should look. Bevel, topology, from break meters, this doesn't matter here. But here I don't like something. This is the cube here. Fong, shum, doesn't matter. If we bevel this, then it will look better maybe. Oh no, this is this connect maybe because the oh no, it's not the connect. Sometimes you have then 180 or something. Somewhere it's. But I'm sure this will be gone when we continue modeling. So this was maybe try it here the same with the connect object. Connect object seems to work better. Works much better. And delete it. So now we have a clear thing. So this is it. Connect and not null object. Null object. So now edge mode. UB for the edges here. MS to bevel and bevel a little bit. So I don't go together, so I let something like the same space everywhere in between. But I think here I take 5 subdivisions and go a little higher here. Oops, this is the wrong one. Back here, make another bevel. Now I have 5 subdivisions. And so, okay, that looks nice. Then I want UL here, UL here at the top, and now I don't see that. You know how I do this. I go to here, go to polygon mode, live selection, select everything you find, and click on it, and go back. So. And now I have it selected here down too, and control edge, I have only selected the edges now. That's so clever. MS for bevel, and bevel it a little bit. So this, and here I just need 3 subdivisions. This is more than enough. And everything looks fine. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe you see that here is missing something. Looks nice. Looks nice, yeah. And so let's make a symmetry object. Bring it down here to my cube here, and drag this in the symmetry object. Save it. Good. And now this should run with the rails, so that the rig should still work. A little wrong. We missed something. You see now, our rail runs with this shouldn't be, because we don't have this cube anymore. So I think this is the problem. Is here. Constraint to cube, but let's say constraint to raise cone. Let's try constraint to the null here. Let's see, and we have still just C selected. Yeah. Constraint to base null. No, something is again. I forgot. This is the. This is this. This rail is this. Here, everything should work. Let's see. This we will find out. So the pool is everywhere. The cube is this guy, but the cube is now under the connect, and the connected. This is not a good idea. Maybe here I should. No. Don't want to use it. Null object to cube again. The rails are still okay. Yeah, the rails are still okay. It's just this symmetry thing here. Okay. Bring out the symmetry. Just copy the symmetry. I want one copy. I need in here. The cube. I don't want the cube. Just this symmetry object. Control drag it out. And this I need because of for the bool, of course. And now I bring this rail and the symmetry in a null object. Alt G, and bring the constraint tag on the null. What is then? Okay, and I hide this symmetry object. No, I can't hide this symmetry object because this is under the bool or under the connect. Connect, then it's away. This is not what I want. connect, hide the connect, and make this. No. Yeah, this is a little problem. Let's think. Let's try it. So I take now again a null instead of the connect. Come on, so and another null. Delete the connect object. So now I shouldn't have this shading problem because we have beveled here and then you see that works. But here we have a problem, as I see. But this is not the problem now. I want to see if it works now. No. I need this symmetry because of this, of the rail, nothing else. Rails, cone, go through, and this is this symmetry. Let me think. It's a little. I'm not the cleverest today, I think. Good. Normally I try to make this before I make a tutorial, but now you see that I'm just a lucky guy when I do something. Oh yeah, that works. I don't know why, but it works. Or not. Now we have this problem here. This is okay. This problem here maybe because of this symmetry object here, of course. You know what? I could make this simply. I don't need this in the barrel. Could make this simpler when I do this. Away. Hide the symmetry now. Okay, that means I have this. Why is this already barrel? This couldn't be. This could not be. I have hidden this. So this is this. When I simply make a new bool and then make this a bool, but this is, I don't want this. I don't work so. Aha, maybe let's delete this symmetry object here. Let's delete the connect object here. So this is the bool, and make just another bool for these two guys here. Objects, so make a bool object here. And put in the rails the symmetry. Now it's funny. Where is now everything away? Or maybe it's the wrong. Yeah, it's the wrong thing. So this works so far. And now here is okay. Bool. So it just go through. Okay, this is not. Why don't I see the rails now? Come on. Not now. Is it because of the symmetry object? Put the symmetry object in a connect object? No. But I make now from the symmetry out. I make first a backup. Put the symmetry. A copy of the symmetry object in the backup folder. Come on, no, I'm too stupid to move something in the backup folder or something. Connect. C to connect this, so. The same. Okay, we have here A is out, B, A subtract B. Yeah, that is, I had everything. Lost my rails. Yeah, I know they are here, but why don't I see them? Come on, hey, this is 1.5 hours and then it's such a mistake. Okay, let's start from here. Okay. When I want to pull these two rails, I want to pull out these two rails of this guy here. Yeah, this is connect object. Pull these two out. But I should see, or shouldn't I see them? At least I should see the other rails here. Huh. That's strange. That's really strange. You see, everything works. We have everything here, and the pool works, everything works, but don't see my rails. That's crazy. Yeah. Nice, but it's not what I want. That's by far not what I want. What's when I... Everything is, so the rails are here. And this should all, everything work. Okay, this works, and the rig works still. I hope. Haha, no, the rig works never. Not okay. That's because this here. Okay. Nice. Okay. These rails are these rails. This means I have here an object. Okay. And when I wanna pull here, so again, pull here and connect. Everything would work. Just don't see the rail. This is crazy. You know what? So this was the reason I need the rails because they are pulled out and so I don't see them. Oh man, almost 10 minutes or 15 minutes for this mistake. Sorry guys. That's I hope you are not angry with me. Yeah, sometimes you have sometimes you have this, and put this in an null. Just make in the boolean set select intersections. Null. Shift click on the bevel. Give the bevel the eye, big eye. So, and this should work. Yep, and this works. And now, normally, let's see. Normally, don't need it on the rail or not. Let's see. Okay. No. I don't believe it. It works. Oh man, that's really embarrassing. Yeah, now it works everything. Good. So far, good. So now let's bevel this base. So I don't need this anymore here. Let's back up with something inside. I let it be so, and base UL. UB for the ring selection, so everything is nice. MS for bevel. Let's say 3 centimeter is okay. We even could delete these edges here, but don't do this now. So, and let's see. That looks like I wanted. You see the original one, you have it with wheels here. I'll show you. Yes, wheels here. But I don't want to do it with wheels. I have 2 or 3 tutorials online where I show you how you can make these wheels rolling like it should be, so that it's really it works with the correct rotation and everything. So please, it's on the puppy tutorial, on the Robert puppy tutorial, and it's on the paint roll tutorial, and so there you see how you make these wheels rolling if you want to make this. But yeah, I decided to make it here with the slides, so, and now I think it looks. Now it looks fine. Even now I like the shape here. Yeah, we are done. That's it. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I will texture it, but I do it with Octane because and it's just faster. But for an animation, if you want to render out an animation, it's fine. Here, and I think I will need 5 seconds or 6 seconds per frame, and with the physical render I would need at least I think 20 seconds per frame or something else. But so yeah, let's make yeah, it is easy to texture, so I can do it with the physical render too. But it is just a glossy white material. I would take here glossy white material, glossy black material, chrome for the rails and the cone here, and maybe a little on here in the inside here on chrome, and that's it. And maybe a glossy red for the cube. And for here you can take whatever you want. You can take a glass, or you can like water, but this would render long with subsurface scattering or whatever. And if you really want to know how to do texture with the physics render, I will show you. But I don't think really that is necessary here. So I save now, and what I do is I go here in the render settings to my OCTANE render. And yeah, 1007, this is okay. And here I have the new OCTANE. It's downloaded. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I downloaded it 1 minute or 2 minutes before I started this tutorial. So you see, this is the version 4, and it's online. I think since yesterday. I think, I don't know really, but I think it's yesterday. So, and we have here the great viewport rendering. That means when I press render, I have to render in the viewport. And yeah, so let's light a little bit. So let's see how I do. Yeah, this is everything. Is everything okay? And now let's make a material. I don't have here my material toolbar, but no problem. Have everything here. Glossy material, and go in the live viewer. In live viewer in the node editor. And in the node editor there is something new. What interested me. Then so we have now slider in the things. So let's see how this looks. So, yeah, I want this on the base. And yeah, we need something to light and so on. So let's go away here. Let's go to here and bring in an HDRI environment and load. Yeah, I started with the whip for the OCTANE rig. So now we have the 4, and now I can start with it. I started with the R.082, but now we have this. So not so much telling. So image texture, shift F8, bring in something. You see OCTANE rig work in progress. So the HDRI studio. Let's bring in this. I like this new studio here. It's nice. And let's see how it looks here. Should come in. And this is new. Help. Why it's not in? Primary environment. This is okay. This works correct. Let's restart the render. Okay. Yeah, that looks a little weird. That's not the correct HDRI for this picture, I think. Yeah, I don't have any material here on, so that looks a little, but I think it's not a. I take the good old one here. I take for almost everything. So make it up. Whoops. Yeah, that's better. So. And 0. Don't wanna. Yeah, that's nice. I don't wanna see the background here, so I make another sky object. Control drag it up, but here I want a texture, and I want just visible environment. I want just to see the background, nothing more. A backplate. Yep. Okay. Then let's make a floor disk, and of course let's make it bigger. Yeah, that's great with the viewport rendering. That's really was a very nice idea. I already thought to switch to Redshift, but now I think so now let's try it. Now the float should have now. Could be that it crashes, but roughness. I thought we have here sliders, but it doesn't look like sliders. Well, it doesn't matter now. It almost looks like it doesn't work, huh? Oh, it works, yeah, it works definitely. See, yeah, it works definitely. Let's make a little bump here, but I thought there will be. It looks in the preview. It looks like there were a slider inside the nodes. No, not slider, but the values, and they can slide. But that's not such a problem. So a little noise so that I make it. It's a little uneven painted. Go with the cubic mapping. Make the noise a little smaller. Here too, I thought. And far not so strong. So let's contrast to minus 90. That's still too much. Minus 95. Yup, better. Then let's make a save this whole thing. Let's make a chrome material. Chrome material. So I've in my normal layout I have it here, the materials. That's the reason I look at this. Octane metallic material. Here we have it. But so let's see how this looks. I want the GGX material. Okay, and of course roughness again. Far not so much with this. And I don't need a correct thing here, so that's enough. I want it for the rails. Okay. Ah, this is now everything. It makes it here too. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. What's when I put now a white material? This is just the white material to test. Ah, okay, that overrides it. That's okay. That's okay. And for the cone, I want chrome too. So, okay. Then I copy this glossy material here, and here I make a red one, so put an RGB spectrum in the red channel, so spectra channel, not red channel. So zoom. So it's a glossy, so I can go to the. This is not a metallic. In the metallic, I would need it then the specular. Here I don't want to have bump. Okay, this is for this cube here. Put it on this cube. So maybe a little redder more red. Not so dark, so something like that. Okay, nice. And here for the sides I wanted some kind of black. Not totally black, but almost black. Why is it close? Like that. And now I bring it over this guy here, so yep. There's almost everything textured. And this is very fast. But I want these slides here, and I want to in a chrome texture too. So let's make this. So let's stop the render here. Ah, that's not easy because now we have because of this problem here. Yeah, I can make only the slides in the Chrome. Normally, if it wouldn't have this problem, if this wouldn't be one point here, I could dissolve these edges and then bring out an edge and can texture this edge with the rest here. But so I have to do it just on this side. So what I do now is UL in body mode. Select this. UF for fill selection. Hold your shift key, and everything inside is selected too. Again UL for don't forget your shift key, and UF, and again shift key. And make a selection, a set selection, so you know it's I have it here, but you find it here too. So set selection. Good. So and now this chrome material and the selection tag, and that should work normally. Let's see if it works. So save it and fire it up, and it works. We have a chrome here. It works crazy good. This is now I can say I'm impressed with until now from the version 4. I'm really impressed. And yeah, I don't want to see the floor here, of course. So go to the make a new material. I need here diffuse material. I don't need the editor for this floor. Just go to common and activate shadow catcher, and that's it. We might don't need here for the floor. Boing, and we don't see the floor anymore. So we don't. Yeah, here I see it very lightly, and if you see it, just go to the make the disk bigger, 1500, and then it disappears. Nice. And now a material for the thing here. What could we take here? We have octane, so we can work with glass, water, or something else, or a subsurface scattering material or everything. Well, let's try a glass material. Why not? Specular, and put it on the sweep. It looks a little strange. First I want to make a camera, so down camera, so that I don't have to go every time. Yeah, so save and go out of the camera. It doesn't really look like glass here, but this can be because of my render settings. Let's go here a little up to, let's see, 14. Not diffused, the diffuse doesn't matter here, so specular depth. Ah, doesn't matter, so 10 is enough. It should be the sweep, of course it is the sweep. Tracer, this is okay, this is okay. Maybe it's the environment. Yeah, from here it looks more like glass. Yeah, I see. Okay. It's just that, yeah, that's the reflections. Why it does look. See. Okay. But I want to make something like this. Let's say something like silicone, maybe. Silicone. That should work if we just put some roughness inside. Yeah, now I could play with subdivisions, but I don't want. This is too much work now. We have almost 2 hours now. Okay, this is a little bit my fault too. Just a little bit. Yeah, let's say like this. Gummibier. So, whoop, so, and we are done. I let it. Let's save it and let's see. I just wanna still with more filament. Yeah. That looks not bad. Oh yes, I like it. And everything works fine. I hope you liked this too. Sorry for this 10 minutes or whatever where I don't know why, but maybe it was the beer I drank before. Oh no, not one beer. I drank one beer, but one beer does this not. I'm just an old man. And yeah. Okay, I want to make the chrome a little darker. I know I could just make it a normal material thing too, but so I make it just darker. So yeah, that looks better. That's nice. That's nice. Save it. You can put your logo on here. And you see, it is a really nice render, but I only have 300 samples or something. Yeah, 300 samples. That's nothing. And this is a render time from about 2 seconds or something else. So this is good. And if you really need a tutorial to how to texture this in physical render, but I don't think so. This is a very simple texture, as you see, and I don't think we have to do this. Yeah, okay. I think I will do this a little more now, but not in the tutorial. I will make here some chrome frames here, maybe a little bit, that it doesn't look so boring, and maybe I put my logo on it or something else. And then, yeah, thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Sorry for this 10 minutes of stupidness or something else. And yeah, I hope to see you. Hope you watch my next tutorial, and I try to make one tomorrow. And yeah, but this one, this was fun. This was really fun. So, and as I said, you don't have this this space in between if you do just a 2D thing. And I think with this, I will maybe try it later with the X particles. I don't think that we have it with X particles, but we will see it. Yeah, hope you liked it, and I wish you all a wonderful evening or wherever you are, a wonderful day, And tomorrow a wonderful Sunday, and all the best, of course, from Vienna. And yeah, you will find, as I said, everything. You will find everything in the description you need. So all plugins I use, and you will find a donation link if you would like to donate. If you want to support me on Patreon, you will find the link there. Of course, the Patreons get this project file. There's no question about it. And yeah, it's it for now. The 2 hours, it was so fast now. Yeah, because it was fun, and I like it when I start to get some troubles, and so when I'm not in a hurry, I really like to fix the problems, and that's sometimes it's when I have time, I love it. So okay, my friends, and all the best from Vienna, and yeah, tschüss und baba.